Alright guys, headed back home. I was going for a jog and I heard like a bunch of noise, heard like whistles and cheers. And I'm like, what's going on at the park? I heard like noise earlier. So they had a football game that I saw the conclusion to. And you got a lot of parents, everybody's like leaving now. You know, you got lawn chairs and coolers, you know, being placed in cars. You know, the losing team is getting inside their mom or their dad or their uncle's van, conversion van or Cadillac Escalade. I don't know if they're crying or they upset. Maybe they was like, hey, if you win tonight, dinner on us. We're going to get some pumpkin pie at Applebee's. We're going to TGI Fridays, even though it's Saturday. We're going to, the diner. We're going to the Chinese store. Oh, you lost? Oh, well, no eating out for you. I don't know where everybody's going. Yes, I'm just sort of walking around because watching all these kids, Jeffrey Dahmer, watching all these kids, celebrating and happy. It just reminded me when I was younger, like what I did when I played like sports. I wasn't no good, but I played baseball and played basketball. I wrestled. Like I said, I was no good, but when we played, I remember we won a game and the coach was like, hot dogs and sodas on me. So it's like whenever they gotta get out of here about like 9 because it's like trespassing after 9. But I'm just sort of reminiscing. Now, I wish parents would show the same support to kids when it's other areas of their life, when it's the academics. Why don't you show that amount of support? If a kid is in the spelling bee, you come, even though it's probably on like a Tuesday, you show support at that spelling bee. You bring your cooler and your lawn chair, and your you bring, you dress down and you like, go insert child's name, you got your poster board. Like they don't show support. They don't show support when it's non-sports related. And it could be any sport. Well, as long as it's just like the major 5 sports. If it's interesting. I don't see them watching their kid at some table tennis match. But that's what I'm saying. If it's like a debate match, they're not going to take off for work to see some debate match. But this park has changed. Everybody's going now. But it's like it's changed so much. They got to be out of here by like 9. But the park has changed a lot. I'm just reminiscing right now. When I was 10, when my brother was 12, I was, 2005, I was 4. He was like 11, 12, I was 10 and 9. We used to hang around here. We would play against some of the neighborhood kids in basketball. We played catch, played football. And it's in 2003, almost 23 years ago. Because this is, like I said, we came up here around like the time I started the third grade. We came up here and we played football with like some of the other kids. But I think it wasn't like a real football. It was one of them toy footballs. So we didn't get a real football until our dad got us like a real NFL football. It was like all this air in it. But we didn't get a real one. We didn't get a real one until I was like 9, brother was like 11. But and it's very field, y'all. This is when I realized I was different than other kids because I was doing a lot of crazy stuff. And the kids knew I was different. This is 2003. I played basketball on like the court adjacent to the football field. But this wasn't a football field. This was, the goalpost wasn't here. The goalpost and the gates weren't here. But I remember, there used to be a high school around here that they shut down the high school. But I broke my ankles when I was playing basketball. I guess I was running, or maybe I didn't stretch, but I broke my ankles. I fell. And my brother got mad because I fell. But I was no good at sports. See, everybody right now is my age or older. They had kids 10 years ago, 10 plus years ago. Well, yeah, 10 years ago, because everybody, they look like they're like 9 and 10. If you had a kid like 2015, you're a parent now, and you taking your kid. But I don't intend on having any kids. My children are my Bibles, my books, my guitar, my phone. I ain't gonna say God's my children, but my Bibles, my possessions are my children. Those are the things I care about. My Bibles and my religious materials, what I care about. I don't want no kids, because it's just no logic in having kids, man. Kids are not really, they're not the result of parents that want to raise kids. They are the result of parents that engage in behavior that result in kids. But yo, I'm getting old. I am getting old, y'all. Yeah, the neighborhood changed too. It used to be a little diverse. I told y'all in my childhood series video that this neighborhood was mostly Asian and like a little bit of white, but it was mostly Asian. It was mostly Asian like 20 years ago. I grew up mostly around, I didn't grow up around Asian because I wasn't outside like that. But like I said, my brother, we would just play football. We played catch together, but I never like just hung out with people in the neighborhood. And I'm glad I didn't. Because then I probably would have got caught up in a lot of stuff that people do when they have friends. See, when you're around people your own age, unsupervised, you may most likely do a lot of knucklehead behavior because there's nobody around. You want to show off. You want to impress those around you. And knowing me, I would have definitely just done that. So I'm glad I didn't. I never got into that. They're about to close down the park. They close around like 9. But Ice Cream Man left. Cause all the kids look like they just purchased like a bunch of Gatorade and they had like brought snacks with them. But Yo, that's that game. I don't see no X about there. I gotta go back home. About to get on home.